Sim.
And we're live. All right, what's going on, guys?
Hi, Samir.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
We finally did it.
Good. Yes.
We made it.
Yes.
You know, we take Egyptian timing to a whole new level.
3 attempts.
We've been talking about this since January.
Yes.
It's almost April. It's like a week from
Wow.
now.
Almost 4 months.
4 months later. You can never be as late as an Egyptian, I'll tell you that. It's not your fault, though. It's like, adulting is tough. I'll tell you that right now.
100%.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
It is.
You know,
Tell
But
me
it's
about
fun,
it.
though.
it is fun.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like in middle school, you have all the time in the world, right? You can do everything on the fly. The moment that you're done with college and high school, it's terrible. You know, like I have friends that live down the street. I barely see them. I don't see them.
Right.
Anyway, happy to have you guys here tonight.
Same. Thank you for having
So
us.
excited about this episode tonight. I know we're going to laugh a lot. I'll tell you that. She's already dying of laughter.
Probably sweet, serious faces on.
Probably like anticipating.
Like, I'm ready.
Hagadazo,
Like,
you know?
bring on the questions. Let's talk. Bring it.
All right. So we have Pavle and Clara. How you guys doing?
Good.
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 All right. Clara, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay. What about if you ask me a specific question? Because
Okay. Your background's engineering.
Yes.
You just got a new job in solar. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
up in
you.
like in the West Coast, right?
Yes. Yeah. I'm working online.
Okay.
No, I don't physically meet with people.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is fully online. I'm going off of the New Mexico timing. So yeah, it saves me 2 hours. 2 hours earlier.
I
So
know.
that definitely had taken a lot from the stress too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently I've been in this job for 6 months. I just did the math yesterday. I was like, wow, where'd the time go?
I'm telling you.
That I'm doing in addition to the whole fitness side, in addition to being a wife and like managing the house. I can't believe I'm saying this. And also running our business, coaching business. Me and Pavle, we're doing this together. So
Awesome.
it's a lot,
Yeah.
but again, we're super grateful. I'm super grateful for everything I've got myself into because literally I prayed for this. I worked hard for this and it's happening. So
That's awesome.
super happy.
Happy for you.
And yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is my latest update. So
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing it.
thank you.
All right. Pavle, what about you, man?
We've got 3 things, 3 different hats. There's the engineering. So I am a full-time geotechnical engineer. So I'm a civil engineer, undergrad, grad as well. And I am a geotechnical engineer, which is the engineering of anything related to the ground. So geo, earth, technical is like the technicality of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one hat. Then comes the fitness hat, which is divided between running our own business, which is Power Couple Fitness and Nutrition, which is workouts, nutrition, along with follow-ups, along with accountability. And I think this is like the most important, which we can talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one part of the fitness hat. And then the second one is I work as a coach at Lifetime Fitness in Princeton. So I work as a coach there as well. So these are the 3 different hats that I wear throughout the day. This is career-wise / hobby / passion. Then also I am a husband. So got to make sure house is happy, Clara's happy wife,
Happy life. I know.
You know it, right?
It's this contract that we have to sign, man.
But life has
Yeah.
been good. Life
That's
has been
awesome.
good.
I'm happy for you guys. You're like the fittest couple I know
Thank you.
in our
That's,
community.
that's a
Thank
privilege.
you.
In our
Yes.
community.
That's a
And we're
privilege.
proud of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
First of all, like, how did this whole thing start? Because you had your own fitness journey, right?
Correct, yeah.
And I feel like you've always been running your entire life.
My fitness journey started early.
Yeah.
Early as in 8th grade. That's
Okay.
how early it started.
Okay.
Like when we moved here, so we moved here in 2006, like my family. I was in 7th grade. I was a skinny kid, weak. I played soccer in Egypt, but just like, playing
Yeah.
on the street, you just play with friends and stuff. But I wanted to try for the soccer team. I didn't make it. And then one time, like if you remember gym class back in school, we used to have those pacer days, like the fitness days where they test your running, they test your flexibility.
You're sprinting back
Yeah,
and forth.
Exactly. And see how many you can do, push-ups, flexibility,
Yeah.
if you can reach your toes, all of that. And I did terrible. And that made me feel like really bad. And I just decided I don't want to be like that anymore.
Even though, according to what you just said, that you were skinny, right?
Mhm.
Which means that being skinny is better shape than a lot of people. Right? So it's like, and you still weren't able to
No.
match that level of.
No, like
yeah.
my score on the pacer test was bad. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't good. Like I only did a couple runs and I stopped.
And you're already out of breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Push-ups, I could barely do 4 push-ups. And even 4 good ones. I did 4 like partial
With like
ones.
proper form.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then flexibility, gone. Could not even reach my toes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to be like this.
And you're like, that's it. I got to change something about my life.
Yeah, and I had to take action.
In 8th grade.
Yeah. And then I started working out. The first thing I bought was the Iron Gym, which is like the pull-up bar you hang out on. The one you hang on the door.
Yeah.
And then I just
he had one. Yeah. He bought one.
He just bought one too.
Yeah.
I bought one. Yeah, I bought one.
Yeah,
Like,
for a new
actually,
high, yeah.
what is it? Bowflex right now is filing for bankruptcy. Like they're having an insane deal going on. Yeah, Bowflex.
I guess maybe I need to buy more products from them.
Need to keep them afloat.
We know next trip.
Okay.
But this is how it started.
Yeah.
Super duper
That's
early.
awesome.
How many times have you fallen from that bar? Because I know I have.
Me?
Like the one that you hang. You put
No,
on the
not a
door,
single time
on the
so
door
far.
frame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't felt.
I haven't fallen.
Now you're scaring me. Now I gotta be super careful.
But every time until now, before I do any pull-ups or use it, I make sure that it's hung up the right way.
Properly,
You're talking to
yeah.
engineers, bro. Like we have
Dude,
solar and dirt engineers.
I was also around that same age when I bought my
Yeah.
pull-up bar, and I busted my behind so many times.
Oh my god, I feel bad.
But
Oh.
it's fine.
We should have reached out.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
The entire crew is engineers, literally.
Yeah.
All right. How did your fitness journey? I mean, I did see a lot of your posts. You know, like you guys are doing a great job utilizing social media. I mean, I see your posts all the time. You know, like posting workouts, nutrition. Your coffee with the protein makes me hungry for some reason. But
So good.
it is
Tastes
really good.
good.
I don't try it, but it's really good. So when did your journey start?
I decided today I was like, something needs to change and for good. I want to say it was 2016, sometime 2016.
That's about right.
Were you guys together at that time?
We were like in the flirtation. That's what I call it. Like,
Period.
It's not both period. Yes. Flirtation phase of everything. But my why was not like Pavle. Like Pavle was always supportive regardless of like where I'm at with life.
Yeah.
As a friend at that
Yeah.
time. But mine all started when I was just overall unhealthy. I was not able to see that as much as I was just like seeing it in like doctors and labs and appointments. Hey, you're a little bit overweight, just be careful. But of course, doctors never tells you what to do.
Yeah.
But then my body started turning off on me big time. Like we would go, this is like when this was the eye opener for me. We would go on hikes with friends. And every time I'm on my way down, like from the hike, like we're on the slope down, my ankle would not take my weight. And like two of the guys, one of them would be Pavle, of course.
I remember that.
The
one.
best friend.
What a
He would be
gentleman.
carrying me, like almost carrying me, like I'm leaning on them
Yeah.
because I cannot complete the hike. And that goes back to how many times I sprained my ankle. I was weak. You're overweight, but this is not the reason why your ankle is weak. You're just unhealthy. You don't know what you're putting in your system. You're not sleeping well. You're over abusing specific like caffeine. I was overly drinking caffeine at that time. Sugar, like things that would just not help in my body. And I was so young. I was 21. And from how often I sprained my ankle, I got diagnosed with CRPS. It's some sort of syndrome, and I'm still with it. Like it's a syndrome that I live with. Now I'm with my 5th sprain. I'm all good. I'm all cleared by all doctors. I mean, of course, after like such a long journey of being in cast for almost 6 months, doing physical therapy for 9 months, almost not believing in God for 3 months, something like that. I was like, why is this happening to me now? I'm very young. I was almost like, we were almost breaking up we were not even engaged at that time. We're just like dating. Remember that
I
time?
remember. Yeah.
We had a deep conversation. I was like, you should not be with someone who's limping. So why would you? Like you deserve someone who just like run with you. Now I'm fully healed. I'm still diagnosed. They said I'm all good. I'm all healed. And then my ankle would just give up on me. Like I'm done with my therapy. I'm done with everything. Yeah, it would still give up on me because of the nerve being on fire. All of a sudden, I cannot just have one step forward. And at this point, I'm an engineer. I must be in field. I have a lot of responsibilities in just then being a student. I graduated and stuff. So this one I was like, you know what? This is not going to work out. I think I need to take it. I need to take my health seriously. What else is going on wrong here? I should be in control. Like none of those accidents can be in control of me anymore. So that was my why on to head to the gym. I kind of fixed small habits in the middle. Like that was my last semester in college. I was working engineering internship, so I was still kind of on site and stuff, but it was my last semester in the engineering. As I mentioned earlier, like I was drinking so many of those Starbucks Frappuccinos that are like, now I'm tasting those. I'm tasting those like how I was even thinking like that those were good.
Yeah.
Like 30 grams of added sugar, crazy amount of caffeine 3 times a day. I started with cutting those off. I started with drinking much more water. I think those are the first 2 things that I started doing from, I don't know, January until maybe June, July. And this is when I hit the gym. It was Karim's birthday, remember?
Yeah,
I signed
remember,
up
yeah.
because we had a surprise for him at home.
Yeah, Crunch North Brunswick.
Crunch North Brunswick. This is when it all started. That's my hood. I love this place for that reason. And then, yeah, again, I did not start working out or cutting those sugar for any other reason except like, I don't want to sprain my ankle again. And I deserve to live a healthy lifestyle. I did not think I needed to lose that much weight. Now I'm looking back at those pictures like, wow, I lost a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like taking it to the gym to strengthen those areas. I was following what the therapist had said to me and things like that, but in the gym because I did not have those equipment at home. And this is when it all started. I started seeing my transformation. Pavle would go with me and he would not just fix my form. Remember the first question, like the one question I would always ask you after every workout, like, where should I feel this? I didn't want to do it for the purpose of just doing it. Where should I feel it? Why am I feeling this in my knee? He's like, no, it should be your hamstring, the deadlifts. And then he would record me. I used to have those Snapchat videos. And like, no, it's a hip hinge. Bring your hip back. Now you should feel here and things like that. And this is how it all started. Yeah. And seeing my body evolve and being in control of something I was totally in not control of, this is what gave me the passion, I think, into fitness. So this is when my journey started, 2016. So
That's awesome.
We're talking 8 years back.
years.
Yeah.
8, yeah.
So you're already coaching her before you were like,
100%.
Woman?
He wrote me my first workout plan ever. My mom found this in a box,
Oh, she
by
found
the
it?
way, recently.
look at you.
Yeah, it was a piece of paper.
He's a keeper. He's a keeper.
No, in my house. Yeah, he is. Yes.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah.
Do you think that fitness played a major role in you guys getting together? Or was it one of the factors? Or were you guys already?
I'll let him answer.
I think fitness at the time was not the biggest factor. Like, it's not just the only factor. How we started dating was I got to know her in 2013. And it's a whole funny
it was a
story.
friendship, a cute friendship. just a regular friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were just friends, part of a big group. No feelings, no dating, nothing.
Yeah.
And then we started to have feelings in 2016. But really, what caught my attention in Clara was the fact that me and her would think alike and look at things with similar perspective. And this is how it all started. I think for me, at least, this was the biggest factor. That was like, maybe
We should explore that option.
maybe she's the right person, because like, say situations or whatever happens during school, and then say they speak with Clara, or maybe she speaks with them, she mentions her opinion, her thoughts, whatever she wants to say. And then when my friends would speak with me, I would say more or less kind of the same, the same opinion. So, and this happened not only once, it happened on multiple occasions.
We were not that even, like, at that time, we weren't even close. Like, we would get a third friend who'd like, oh, did you talk to Pavle about this? I was like, no.
Yeah,
And then, like, it was that similar kind of feedback.
That's awesome.
This is how we kind of started talking. I was like, wait, who are you then now? Like,
So I'm assuming that this makes it a lot easier for you guys to run your fitness business together because you two are on the same page. So you have a kind of a similar vision to what you want to do.
Yes
and no.
and no. Yes and no. Do we have the same vision?
The same
Yes.
big vision.
Do we
Okay.
have the same implementation?
Right.
No.
Yes. That's correct.
She sees things being done in a way, I see things being done in another way. When
Right.
we opened up our business, it was like us getting married again.
Okay.
100%.
From a business
Oh my
perspective.
God, yes.
Yeah.
So it's like I married Clara, now I gotta see how she thinks from a money perspective.
So for those who are still single right now, the reason why he said it's like being married again is because the first year of marriage is always the toughest. So initially, when you guys started your business, I'm assuming that's what you meant.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
started the business third year of marriage. It was literally like starting all over again. Like
Okay.
same frustrations, same fights.
Yeah.
Same anger overall. Like we would get like not even in marriage, actually dating. It was almost like when I was still getting to know like, wait, this is really how we function? And this is how we're going to do this? And you'd rethink it all. Like, I don't think we should do this. I don't think we should do it together. Things like that. But
Actually, just talking about it now, We just had our first year anniversary. It was February 7th.
Ah,
So now I'm thinking about it. First year of business is just like first year of marriage.
yeah,
It's the hardest year.
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Without going into too much details, like what are some of the things that you two kind of butted head on? It can be anything, how many posts you want to do a week. What are the best? You're already laughing.
Literally, it's
What are
one
the
of them.
what are the best platforms to spend more time and or money for advertising on? It can be anything. So what was like one of the hot topics that made you guys be like, we should now have done this together?
You go. You go this time.
I don't know where to start, but like I think a lot of it was more of handling specific cases and like clients.
Okay.
Yeah, Pavle is the sweetheart. Like I'm the one who's like, but you're together and like this is when I'm gonna take that client. This is Pavle is strict in a way that it would be different than mine. Like I can babysit to some extent, but then like you're gonna always have to like.
He's got a different approach than you.
Yeah, sometimes I do need opinion. I do need some assistance. Like, I don't know, help. Like, what do you think we should do about that? And then his approach is like, I don't think I'm going to do that. He's like, this is the only way. Or he doesn't say that. Like, I take it that way. So you see, like, this is when I realized I should not just have like I don't know how to say this, but like, this is not his
two
intention.
brains running a business.
Yes. So I needed to know how the behind his tongue thinks with practice. So I cannot take everything like that. Oh, I'm doing something wrong, because I always thought that everything he's giving me advice on, that means I'm doing it wrong. And that would just frustrate me. And this is like, if you think about it, this is almost marriage all over again. Like you'd all think like, oh, why do you think folding the clothes or the towel that way is not the right way? But he never said it's not the right way. He just not used to it done this way.
Yeah.
So approaching clients, I think, was one of the big stuff. What else?
Goal setting.
Oh yeah.
Goal setting.
Like revenue part and like how we should take.
The way I took it, or the way I looked at it, I'm a realist guy. So I set realistic goals. That's just me. And not only business, just outside of business. I set a realistic goal so that I can work for it and I can achieve it. When you're setting out a goal that's way too unrealistic, I'm not saying you're going to fail. You're just putting yourself in a more likely chance.
You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
It does not mean don't be ambitious. No.
I don't look at it this way. That's the difference. I look at it like, this is the realistic goal. Let's set it up high, like 100 more degrees.
Yeah.
Why? Because why not? You can go beyond your realistic. Like maybe go beyond the limit. You can do something about it. So
it's good. It's good. At the end of the year, after the first year, it's about when you look back and see your progress or what you did or what you accomplished. Are you going to be disappointed that you did not meet your goal? Or are you going to be satisfied with what you've done?
What do you think, Samir? How would you think of like goal setting? Like, would you only set yourself up to the realistic part, or would you go actually on the...
It's a trap. Don't answer that question. It's a trap.
I won't let Verena know.
As
Reno watching this?
As your producer, I'm just looking out for you. It's a trap.
No, I want to know, like, I don't know if you really don't want to answer this, but...
I personally think that everybody progresses at their own pace. Like, for example, I feel like people reach their own potential at certain times in life. I think it's a mixture of both of you guys. So this is just me. So I was never into the gym. I was never into fitness. I took my metabolism for granted in high school. Like I was 6'1", 175 pounds, 10% body fat, was in the best shape of my life. I played sports every single day. I get into college, and then you have Rutgers, grease trucks.
Oh, yeah.
2:00 in the morning. You're hungry, you're starving. You stop by. You get a fat beach. That's what it's called. I'm serious. One of my friends, actually, you know Tony Latos, right? You know Tony Latos. So Tony and John, they're brothers. They're one of my good friends. And if he's watching this, he's going to remember the story. So if you go to the grease trucks, right, you can buy 5 sandwiches. If you eat all of them, you get to name your own sandwich.
I remember that.
And you can put it on the menu.
Yes, I remember.
I
remember.
You can put it on the menu.
I remember it, yeah.
And you can put any ingredients you want.
It's a great selling point.
It's an amazing advertisement.
Right.
But anyway, back to the answer. So for me, I took my health for granted. I didn't take care of my body. I get into college, I ballooned up. When I got married, I was 278 pounds. Up until a year and a half ago is when I started going to the gym. And you guys, one of the reasons why you inspired me to go to the gym, because I see you guys posting. I'm like, I want to do what you guys are doing. And I see your story and you would post pictures of back in the day, and I see your progress now. And it's inspiring because I'm like, you know what? I can be that too. I've always wanted to have a six-pack. You have it, and I hate you for it. You lucky. But at the same time, it's inspiring because I see you guys together all the time. I see you're doing your running videos and then you're doing your workout videos like 6 a.m. You're up and bubbly and getting ready to go to the gym, and you're doing your runs on Saturday morning when it's freezing cold. Why can't I do that? So for the past year and a half, I've been going to the gym as much as I can. And since I got back from Egypt, you know, like starting at the end of November of last year, I've been going to the gym Monday through Friday.
Nice.
And even though I don't see a lot of changes in my body, I do see changes in my body, especially when I lift weights. So I think that setting realistic goals, but also ambitious ones, depending on your own body and what you can take. Because if you this is again me, and I'm not a coach, so you know, but I just think for me, from what I can do, is that if I set too high of a goal and I don't meet it, am I going to get depressed? Am I going to lose confidence? Am I going to not want to do it again?
Right.
You know? So whenever I go to the gym, you know, the thing that really pisses me off, because now we're talking about this, is that I see young guys younger than me, right? And I act like I'm 50 years old. I see the young guys. No, I see these young guys in the gym, right? Scrawny kids. I'm talking high school seniors, you know, with their little varsity soccer jacket on, you know, and they walk into the gym and they're doing a bench press, a chest bench press.
Okay.
And they're loading up 2 plates. I'm like, dude, my thighs weigh more than you. How are you lifting this? And then I don't know if it's showing off, and I don't know if it's actually because of, you know, the way that they're been training or anything. But I look at their chest; they have no chest. Where are you getting these muscles from?
Fake weights. I'm kidding.
I don't get it. But it's like, it's so like for me, like, you know, I try to push myself within my ability, and I go to the gym by myself, so I don't have anybody that I'm working out with. But I have a routine, you know, like Monday's chest day, Tuesday's back, and so on and so forth. So every day I'm doing isolation workouts. So every day is one muscle group that I focus on. And then you see, and this is what happens is like right now with social media, and this is something that I talked to you guys about before, is that there are so many different coaches on social media. You go on Instagram and Facebook now, and everybody be like, this is not how you do a Romanian deadlift. Make sure that you do this and do that, you know? Or, you know, what's the right way to do a chest press?
Right.
And then, like, everybody has their own little interpretation of a workout. And then you get overloaded with information. Like, if you look at my YouTube page right now, it's all working. It's all working out. It's all how to do a squat properly, how to do a Romanian deadlift properly, how to do lunges, how to do this, how to do that. And then it's like everybody has their own different version. Right. What is the truth is what I'm trying to get to.
And this is why we never post those videos. This is why we never like this.
I just feel like there's
overwhelmed.
What is it? Denzel Washington said it first. I think he said something about it's not about who says the truth; it's about who says the news first. So it's just to get clicks. You think I'm?
Yeah, I love Denzel.
Do you remember what he said? I don't remember what he said. Do you remember what he said?
I think he said something along.
It's not about who says the truth first. It's about who says the news first. Something like that. So it doesn't have to be right, but it can be one of the.
You
like,
said the truth.
100%.
When you're the first one, you said the truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, how do you know if my form is right? You know, because if you go on YouTube, like one of the things that I struggle with is that I have like my right shoulder is not right. Okay. So especially when I'm doing a chest press, when I'm on the bench, when I'm on the bench, if I'm not holding the bench properly, I'm putting a lot of weight on my shoulder when it goes down. So my right shoulder is weaker than my left shoulder. So then I have to compensate by doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I started, I would go on YouTube. What is the proper way to do a chest bench press? Right. And then it's not like one good video. No, there's like 20,000 good videos. And then everyone, bring your elbows in and then push up and squeeze and then push your shoulders back and how to swim. Like what, you know what I'm saying?
Which one is the right one?
There's an overload of information, which then brings me to, again, going back to setting goals, realistic goals, expectations, or if you're feeling a nice pump and maybe today you want to go for this ambitious goal. This is my opinion. I'm not invalidating anything that you're saying.
This is your goal setting in fitness. What we were talking about earlier was goal setting in the business.
In the business.
In the
I thought about the
in
fitness.
the making money.
Business?
Yeah. In the business.
In
the business, goal setting in the business of the fitness. But in the how are we going to be making profit out of this? How can we make this grow? How can we make this like, of course, setting goals for clients and stuff must be realistic. And I always start very, very easy. It all depends on what type of client they come in, like what's their ultimate goal. But I really like your story because this is how everybody started. This is
Yeah.
where I started. This is probably where Pavle started.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what's the right way, what to do, but you said it, like starting at your own pace
Yeah.
and then just take it from there to where it can be. But you can also, this is what I would say, like you can be as ambitious as, I think I want to do like someone started at 10 pounds chest press. Those are my ladies there. Like those are
Yeah.
the people like, I don't know, 30 years old who've never lifted. They had never even like stepped a foot into a gym. And they're doing their first chest press with 10 pounds dumbbells.
That's fine.
They can have their 3 months like vision of themselves. Like, I don't know,
When I
pressing
started-
20 or 25 and they can have it. But they must have a plan towards that goal.
It's really about consistency, especially with like
Right.
business too.
Yes.
Consistency and availability. If you're available, you're going to be consistent. If you're not available, you're not going to be consistent. So I know, like, you know, with anybody's business, I've been, you know, my family's had businesses before. I have family members that have businesses. In the beginning, it's hard because one, you don't know what the value of your time is. Because when you're spending time with a client or you're spending time on a project or you're spending time doing a task, it's your time, right? Where do you put value on your time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much is your time worth? Because when you're dealing with a client or when you're dealing with a project, you're putting in time and effort in getting that task done. So what is that worth to you?
Right.
And also you have to care about the client as well. What is that client worth to you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with a client, you know, like Verena has her business, and you know, again, in the beginning it was not easy, you know, growing that business, advertising, and you don't know how to price things. And this is with any business.
You're diving into the unknown.
You're diving into the unknown.
Pricing. Yeah.
Pricing is one of the main things. And again, right now we live in a very hard time, and you guys already know about this. Money is tight with a lot of people. Inflation is terrible. People are spending more than they're making. Our GDP is not. This is a completely different topic. But again, we have to be sensitive of that, and also be sensitive of the client's needs,
Right.
and also be sensitive of the client's time. How many jobs are they working? Do they have time to do the workouts and stuff
Right.
like that? So it's like a lot of these things take factor in. What I think for me is that, like, what is the end goal for your business? Is it more? I'm sure it's more about the clients. Obviously, you want to see your clients thrive. Word of mouth is the best advertisement. If my clients see that I care about them and I don't care about anything else, they will be your biggest advertiser,
Right.
and they will spread like wildfire. You know what I mean? So again, it's trial and error, and people understand that I think people understand that when they open up a new business. People know that you're opening a new business. There are going to be some struggles, and if you're being upfront with them about this, they're going to respect it and they're going to support you no matter what. Like, I love supporting small businesses because I know that it's tough. A lot of small businesses, they don't last past 5 years. You know, they all fail within 5 years. So as long as you put your, this is what I would do. As long as you put your clients first, and I know that this is what you guys are doing too. Like, you know, they're going to be your biggest ally. They're going to be your biggest advertisers, and they're going to spread news like wildfire. Like, you know, you have to check out Pavle and Clara because they changed my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you guys changed my life indirectly
Indirectly, yeah.
by seeing your
Super
posts.
proud of you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, every day I get a notification that you finish a workout.
Not
You know.
every day. Disclaimer, not
I know.
every day.
I compete with you indirectly because I'm like, yeah, I got more calories than Clara today.
Yeah, on my rest day, sure. I'll let you be. But yeah.
That's my very
so
long
true.
answer to your question.
No, it's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
true.
And you know, fitness evolves into life. I think
100%.
it's
It's a mood changer.
it's not only a mood changer. Fitness opens a door for you to find out who you are.
True.
Like for example, my fitness goals when I started this whole fitness journey have been changing. It's been changing. It's been evolving.
Mm.
When I started, it was more about getting in shape, trying out for the soccer team, which I did not make. Then got into bodybuilding, lifting weights, looking good. Then I discovered running, and I started running. And I've been running. I started running in 2018, and I've been running since then. And through every phase, my fitness goals have changed. And then what fitness meant to me, that also has changed. So right
And
now,
that's fine. We always tell people
Yeah.
that is fine.
yeah,
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but you said, and that's why. Sorry, go ahead.
and that's why.
I'm sorry.
I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. And mine too. But
But fitness is important to you.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because through it, I'm a better person and I get to know who I am.
Hmm.
And I'm on a journey of just discovering who I am, what I'm made of.
Hmm.
Really. That's why I'm doing it.
Do you have like deep thoughts when you're running?
Very deep thoughts.
Hmm.
Running is the only time my mind is clear.
Hmm.
And I can think clearly. I can see things clearly. I can meditate. I can pray. I can just observe around me. Like, for example, the other day, like a week ago, I was running, just normal lunch run. And then I'm running through this like preservation. It's a forest near our house. And then there were burned leaves. I think there was like a forest fire last summer. And like the whole ground is covered with like black leaves, all burned. But then I look up and I see the trees that are burned, new leaves are coming out. So I'm like thinking to myself, sometimes we may think life is all dark or it's just, that's it. This is the end of it. That's the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
But no, you can still,
reflection.
There's still more.
you can
That
still,
is
there's still
very
more.
deep. The only
That
thing
is very
I
deep.
think of when I run is when I'm gonna stop.
When I'm gonna have my burger.
I'm like, am I done with my 2 miles, man? Like, that's something that goes through my head.
but he runs outdoors.
Yeah.
He runs outdoors.
I can see that because all I can see is the TV and the food that's on the TV.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That is so true.
At the
Literally.
gym, that's what they do. They advertise food.
I know.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Crunch Fitness is just all TV.
I know.
At the treadmills.
Well, they're they're like
With all
prepping
the
you after
ads.
you finish so that you can
So
go
like
get
after you
it.
finish, you go eat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all
Right.
good.
I'm like, okay, I'll be there. Where's the address?
Use Crushed It at Crunch for 10% off.
10% off. I will take the 10% off.
And Pavle actually taught me the reflection of like during the run kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
he would come back, we would like ask for like, oh, how was your run? You know, and he started talking, how's your workout? I start
Yeah,
talking.
yeah.
And when I started seeing him doing those practices, like I noticed and I've seen and like this is what I thought. I was like, there's a beauty in this.
Yeah.
And I started doing it unintentionally, you're not intentionally doing it, but like when you run out of stuff,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
it's the same music, it's the same route,
same
it's the
thing.
same road. You gotta start thinking about something outside of the box. Like the last 5K we ran together, the turkey trap.
Yeah.
This one, he made me like the way he practiced like reflections and noticing things like that. There was one. It was a 5K with like all famous. It was a bunch of kids. Which town was that? It was literally like full of families. Like we barely saw
Flemington.
singles. Yeah, Flemington
Flemington.
5K.
Yeah.
It was full of like kids everywhere with parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was one kid and his dad. I want to say maybe 5 years older. Yeah. He was running. He tripped. He was holding his dad's hand, like both of them holding hand in hand. Like it's
And
not,
they're running
it's not,
together.
It's not
Yeah.
like the dad is trying to hold his hand and no, they were actually like both of them are interested in like holding each other's hand. Okay, and they both running right ahead of us, fat. Like they were like average pace. Like they're good. And then the kid almost trips, and the dad just lifts him off. And I really liked what the dad did. It's not like he stopped or telling him like, oh, what's up? Where you at? Like, are you good? And things like that. He slowed down. He's like, do you want to stop? Are you good?
Yeah.
Or do you want to continue? And the kid goes, I want to continue. And then this is when dad picked up again the pace and they went on. And then he tripped again. And then this is when he let go of the dad for a second. He thought that the dad is causing him the problem. He kind of tried doing it alone again. And then the dad was like, okay, I'm going to try helping you out this time. I think we can do it. This reminded me of how God kind of deal with us. And the kid would have just totally like hit his head and like made it to the floor, like to the road, if he did not have his hand attached to the dad.
Yeah.
And this is exactly like, it has to be mutually agreed between us and God. And I was so grateful at this point for like our relationship with God. Like, thank you, God, for always allowing us to actually put our hands in your hand. And thank you for always asking us if you should slow down with us. Like, I don't know. I saw my relationship with Jesus in this, like,
It's actually
in
funny
this-
that you say that because this
in-
is exactly what I was thinking of.
yeah, I witnessed it for like maybe a 10-minute span. Like I reflected on it for a whole time. Okay, I was seeing me and this little kid.
Yeah.
And I was seeing the dad, how understanding, how he was so listening and appreciating the kid's opinion about everything.
Yeah.
And how he offered more than once without pushing the kid and letting him experience every time how it's gonna go, whether he's holding the dad's hand or not.
Yeah.
Because it was hilly, it was kind of like it was rocky.
it was
It was
rolling
not
hills.
it was not an easy route. and the kid was super like insisting to finish it.
Yeah.
But with the running has a whole magic in like reflecting and I don't know. It just has a beauty. You don't have to do it.
I can't do it.
He made me run after living with him for 3 years and a half. I saw what it brings to him, so I decided to try it.
Yeah.
It's nothing because it's like I'm not gonna come and tell you no, you should run. It's amazing. I cannot do that because I wasn't ever in this spot. But what it made him and how he evolved because of running and what he always comes with stories to me. And like the people he even runs with, like he comes to tell me like I ran with like 5 that are 60 years old plus. I'm the youngest of all of them, and I'm like, I need to meet those people. How do they think? How did they live when they were my age?
Yeah.
Where they like, how did they get?
Oh, they had a
to this
better life for
point?
sure.
I learned from those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you learn?
I'm like their kids' age, legit. Like
Yeah,
some of them have kids like children.
Well, yeah,
same
they're
age as
like
me.
60 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I learn from them because I look up to them. I'm like, if you're able to do this when you're 60, I want to be like you. Having kids, responsibilities, house, this and that. And yet they're still able to take care of their body, take care of their health. And I'm sure this reflects on their family too. So it's not just a personal benefit. No, it benefits me. And then when I am doing well within myself, in return, I'm going to be doing well with others around me. That includes Clara. It includes my parents.
That's actually 100% true because I also noticed that when I started going to the gym, people really underestimate the dopamine hit that you get from working out.
It's a good feeling.
It's an amazing feeling. Yeah. It's a high.
It's a good feeling.
In a very PG-13 way, I'm talking about this. It's not like you walk out drunk, but it's like you're
Generally
in a better mood.
Yes.
Like you walk out of the gym and you really are a different person. Like there are a lot of different like pictures or memes online where they have an individual walking into the gym and on top of the gym it says stress.
Yes.
You've seen that one?
I've seen it in Planet Fitness once. Yeah.
Yeah. You walk in, so on top of the gym sign it says stress, and as you're working out, you're chopping the word stress down, and when you walk out, there's no more stress. So it's like you're taking out all of the whatever it is that's bothering you. You take it out in the gym, right? And I do think of a lot of stuff when I'm at the gym, and then you walk out and and then you come home, you're happier, you're ready to tackle on it. Yeah, you're energetic. You're ready to tackle on everything. Everything. And it's like, it's an amazing feeling when you get to the point where it's like, I go to the gym Monday through Friday. So it's like when I wake up, if I have a meeting in the morning, I'm like itching to go to the gym. I need to go now. So I get irritable. I'm like, I need to finish this meeting so I can go to the gym. And it's just like, and you go to the gym like,
yeah,
I'm here.
You feel home.
You feel home.
Yeah.
And do you think it took you some time to actually to get to that feeling?
100%.
Like, in the beginning, we all felt like we did not like it. We did not like the majority of it, at least.
Yeah.
We did not like when a rep felt really bad and we wanted to redo it, but we shouldn't redo it because we still have like other 3 workouts waiting up for us.
Yeah.
But it's, as you mentioned, like it's the beauty of like the process. You seeing yourself gaining strength, getting happier. Your mood is getting better. Your interaction, because I always tell my clients, like, life is gonna stay life. You're gonna be challenged every day. You're gonna see the same challenge, the same problems at work, family's problems. Your kid is not gonna wake up and go to school every single day. You're gonna have the same level of stress. You're in control of how you're gonna manage it. And not the gym, like the workout. Even if you're gonna go for a stroll, like go for a walk. Find your happiness. It doesn't have to be the gym. It doesn't have to be Alpha. It doesn't have to be Planet Fit. It doesn't have to be any specific location, but moving the body, this is what we are created to do. We are not created to sit on a desk and just do computer work. This is what technology got us. Like, this is what life got us to be. And this is why we are just by default not as happy. I don't know. We're not as living anymore.
Our
generation.
Are twofold. I think what movement does is there is this saying, I forgot what it was exactly, but it's like you have a jar, and then if you add up, let's say you're the jar, and it's a specific size, and then say like your stress, your work, whatever, like the issues going on in your life are like pebbles or cobbles, whatever, and you put them in a jar. Eventually, that jar gets full. But movement and fitness and meditation and whatever you do for yourself,
There may seem small.
to improve yourself, what it does, it just makes the jar bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So then those pebbles take less space, occupy less space in the jar, and now you have more free space. This is how it is. So just like, Clara was saying, the stress is not going to go away, or your job stress or your whatever it is that you're facing. It's not going to go away like you wake up and it's gone. No, it's just you improve yourself so you can handle it better. So, yeah.
Make your whys bigger. It's not just to lose weight. It's not just to sleep better. It's to live overall happier. That's how we take it.
This should be an ad for your business, by the way.
This is what we say on our calls with the clients. Our first call, like, what's your why?
Yeah.
There are clients that I have to like turn down. I'm like, if their why is like, I want to lose weight before Easter, I'm like, come back after Easter. If you still have that goal.
So you're very selective with your clientele of who you accept.
Yeah,
We are.
halfway through the first year, yes, we've started doing.
Why?
Because change, if you're working with a coach, change is a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. A coach is not going to bring magic. Coach is not going to do magic. He's not going to just give you a plan. Voila, next day you wake up, your goal is accomplished. No. A coach, I'm going to be there, or Clara's going to be there, will help you out, will guide you. It's just like the dad and the son,
Yeah.
It's like the dad did not force the kid to stop.
Right.
And at the same time, he wasn't just dragging him with him. No, he's teaching him how to run. He's giving him the support so he can run because the kid is young. He's still learning. But yet again, he let him try on his own.
So then how do you hold them accountable?
We are there regardless. I'm gonna be texting them, checking out the workouts. They have the app, they can check in their workout. They have my text that I'm always following up with them. But I cannot do the work for them.
Is it any particular app that you guys created?
We have our
Yeah.
Not created. No,
Oh.
we're using a third party so far. That's a second year kind of goal to come up with our own app.
That's awesome.
And
we have
customize
a
it the way we
developer
want.
right there.
Yay! Okay.
We have a developer engineer over there.
Okay.
All right.
Now we know where we're
He's
going.
building apps.
Okay, did not know
Okay,
that.
I didn't know.
Yeah. He builds it for fun. Like literally. Seriously.
Everything started for fun.
Yeah. Good little developer here. So you hold them accountable through the app, text messages, you
And
check it
the
up on them.
one-on-one, like we have our one-on-one
Weekly?
weekly, yes. And they can even have it like more than weekly if they really in need of it. Like they can always pick up the phone, give us a call, and we can answer whatever question. But what Pavle was trying to say, they are responsible for their own work to be put in. You cannot do the work for them. Also, their success is my success. I'm pushing hard to actually for them to see changes and for them to achieve the goal that they've always wanted to achieve and they cannot get it and they reached out to me for it. I feel responsible for doing this.
Right.
And when they don't do it or they don't put in the work or like somehow it never happens, I feel bad too. I don't want to have a client who did not succeed. So it really gets me emotional. Ask Pavle. I can be sad for a good 2 weeks that I did not accomplish. Someone just walked out of they're finished their program and they did not see the results they wanted. It's not like they're disappointed. They're always happy with something, but I wished for them better results. Yeah. That's the ambitious side of me. Like all of them walk out with good stuff. Like not a single one ever left with like, oh, that was not. No. They always and this is always in their videos, like with their feedback. You taught me how important water and sleep is. And that for me is everything, yes, but I've always wanted
That's
to push
very
for
true,
more.
actually.
Yeah, like
that's very true.
You open my eyes on things that I've never thought it really matters.
Yeah.
And this is what we're not we don't do bodybuilding. we're not there for people who are actually like going to crash it in the gym and like we're teaching people life. Like we start with the basics, lifestyle. People come to us as like, how are you guys able to maintain this for those many years? Have you ever stopped? And like, maybe I slowed down for a month or two, but that doesn't mean this is your story. Everyone can, as you mentioned, everyone have their own pace. Maybe you did not find your happiest way about moving your body yet. And this is what we're about to explore together. I don't just send them to the gym. We have clients who literally have no access to the gym. They don't have the budget to buy equipments, and we have to deal with their body weight or maybe mini bands that I know Five Below can sell 10 of them for $5. So would you afford that? Yes. Okay, perfect. Pavle is on the call here. He's going to be doing your workout with mini bands. We actually had a client who actually, she broke her ankle 1 week in after signing up with our program. Her program was 6 months. She extended for the 9 months after. She lost. I don't want to talk pounds and numbers, but her shape totally changed. Her body composition totally changed. She was a bride in September, and she started with us when we first started. She started somewhere like around this time,
March?
April. Yeah, it was Easter because she was also fasting, and it was like it was me preparing nutrition, meals, fasting, probably working on her workouts while she's seated on the floor in a cast and crutches, and she made it. Why? Because she had the mindset.
Yeah.
She had a desire.
She had a desire.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it determination because people think like, oh, that means that they get offended when that means if I failed, I did not have determination. No, she had the desire in the change. She thought when she had the broken leg that this is over. She was like, Clara, can we freeze until 3 months? I was like, no, your wedding is not going to change. The wedding date is not going to change, and you want it to look in a specific way in your dress. We're going to do this together. And she did. Why? She trusted me. She trusted herself above all. Like we had 2 follow-up calls that were just, you can do this. This was kind of the main topic. So our follow-up calls is not just like how you ate, how you did not eat, which one of those did you check off? No, it's more of like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
What from last week had changed? What are the achievements? What do you think you really felt you were challenged on the most? How can we change this? And I always let them start first so we can see like, oh, but I think I see you actually doing better than this in this way. Do you think this is doable? This is realistic? And this is when the conversation goes on. Yeah. And we gotta like, I try not to dive deep in that because like, again, I'm gonna be a listener, but I want to remind you that this is gonna always be there. I'm glad that you trusted me in venting with me, but I'm not gonna be able to solve your problems.
Therapy session.
Almost, but my answer is always the same. I cannot change whatever you just told me. I can help you changing the jar, like making that jar bigger so you can take more into it without feeling that you're actually putting so much effort anymore.
All right. Now, what made you guys want to start a business to begin with? I mean, you two have your own fitness journey, right? You two are in better shape than you were before. You're stronger, faster, more athletic than ever before. Why bother opening a business at this point? Why not just continue doing what you're doing? What was the motive?
We're doing what we're doing regardless.
No, I know.
We're still like signing up for races.
I know, but now you have to invest time with clients. You have to start making workout plans, meal plans.
a lot of time.
Catching up with your clients, checking calls, all that stuff that takes more toll on you and also adds to your schedule. What's the purpose? What was the reason to start in the business to begin with? Because you guys are engineers,
right.
You're
money-wise, we're okay.
Yeah, you're established. You don't really need it.
Financially, we're fine.
Yeah,
we don't
so
need
like,
it.
so it's not a financial thing, but like, what's the reason behind it?
I think the one word, it's our passion, and this is what we have in
I was
our
about to say the
like.
same thing.
It's our passion. Like
Right.
we love helping people.
Yeah.
Just generally, like outside of the fitness.
I mean, you can help with other ways, but why this program?
I think because what we felt and what we experienced through fitness is something invaluable.
Yeah.
And I feel that it's just like your talents, okay? Like God gave each one of us talents. We're all unique. It's either you use those talents and you like those talents bring fruits, or you just don't use them. So I know one of the talents that God gave us is fitness in this case. So using the talent to bring fruits by making by making other people's lives better. So they get to experience the same thing that we experience and know how it feels. So do you agree?
Answer.
Yeah.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah, we felt a beauty in something and we were trying to share it. And we couldn't find why specifically that type of training or that type of program, because we couldn't find any better way of actually getting closer to people's life other than having those follow-ups, like 45 minutes for follow-ups, 1 hour follow-up, sometimes goes up to an hour. That like, how else? Because I mean, if you go to a trainer, like with all respect, like they do their job to like 1 hour session or 30-minute session in the gym. They have no idea what you're doing outside of this time slot. So, and really all the progress happens outside of the gym period. Like, are you in control of your day? Are you in control of your stress? Are you in control of your sleep? Are you in control of your water? Are you in control of your added sugar? Like, this is what really matters in like bringing that healthier body and healthier mind for a better future you.
And the mental support, which is something you won't get
from a
like
lot of coaches.
Trainer at the gym.
True.
Like like our clients, they have access to us 24/5. And then plus in addition to the weekly follow-ups. So if they're feeling down, because we're all humans, sometimes I don't feel like I want to work out or I want to go run. But like I have to dig really deep to find the reason why I should go out and run when it's freezing, when it's raining, when it's windy, when it's whatever, when it's like burning hot. Sometimes our clients, they feel down and they would just send a message, hey, I'm not like, I'm feeling down. Whatever.
And I gave them the room to do that. We give them the room. We asked them to do that. Like, tell me when you are at the gym. When they don't text, like something's not right. Where are you at? And we get very personal sometimes. And some people like it. Like a lot of people so far have been appreciative for it. And yeah, it matters because you need that person. You need that gym body with you at the moment you're not feeling it the most. I got him. He got me. So we live together. We're lucky. But when you don't have anybody in your family who's actually passionate about this, relax. It's gonna be the opposite. Yeah.
I think this is really the behind the scenes. Like if there's a show and it's a really good show, you know automatically behind the scenes there was a lot of work that was done. So really this is the behind the scene work, the support, the mental, the emotional, psychological. And then the results is what everyone sees. This person lost weight, this person ran whatever, like finished 5K in whatever time. The result of their accomplishment is like the show that everyone sees. But the behind the scenes is really
is the foundation.
Yeah.
It's all the work that you're putting into it.
Yeah.
Are a lot of your clients Egyptian? Or was it a mix?
Actually, yeah.
Mostly.
Most of them.
Yeah.
We have
We have
we have a few non-Egyptian clients, but most of them are Egyptians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which ones are more compliant? Or more?
It's not a nationality thing. Trust me, it's not the Egyptian thing.
You don't have to answer that one. It was like a trick question.
It's not. We thought we at some point had this judgment, and we thought it's just gonna be like that, but no. Egyptians surprise us by how committed they can be, how strong of a mindset they have.
It's about the individuals.
Yeah.
Have to do.
It's about the individual and their like the intention and their whys. Like anybody who has a bigger why than just losing the weight for a specific deadline, know for a fact they're gonna be succeeding. They're gonna be rocking this. They're gonna be taking this seriously. If it's just beyond than just like losing or making specific muscle mass, they're gonna continue in this and they're not gonna just like stop where they started. So when I get a why of like, yeah, my mom needs me. My mom needs someone to carry her and like hold her hand on the stairs. One of my clients was like, my mom is super sick and I cannot even, my hand doesn't have the strength to open a jar. I need to cook for my mom. She is my rock star. She's one of my favorite clients and actually became a very close friend now. And this is what I love about this business too. Like I make a lot of friendships and they're all one of a kind and I love them so much. But yeah, like that was her why. Those are the really dedicated clients who are gonna walk out of this like feeling they did something.
So I think a lot of you guys, I mean, both of you just probably answered a question I was going to ask next is because like, you know, we have this like trend, you know, everybody, مش كل واحد اشترى كاميرا بقى مصوراتي, you know, like everybody that buys a camera becomes a photographer. And we went through a phase of that where a lot of Egyptians, you know, and I don't care, I'll say it, a lot of Egyptians, they bought cameras. Apparently everybody opened up a photography business and all of a sudden, you know, they're featuring, you know, pictures in museums and all. Like, what's happening here? You know, they're doing weddings and engagements. Like, come on. and I'm not taking a dig at anybody, but I'm just saying what I think a lot of us are all thinking. So, with that being said, it's like, well, how do I know that you're, like you guys are like coaches now, right? You're in Lifetime, you're in Alpha Fitness, right? And I see your videos all the time. You're always crushing it, jumping up and down, do circuits and this and the pull down. I got tired from watching the videos, to be honest. So it's like, like why do I need a coach? And you just mentioned the whys, but like, how do I know? Like, there are so many coaches now. How do I know that you're a good one for me? Why would I spend money on something that I can YouTube? And this is not a dig at you guys, but this is something that a lot of people will think, because I remember when I started working out, what I used to do is I used to go to the gym and I would literally pull out my phone and if I'm doing chest, I would be like chest workouts, Google images. I'll open up Google image and I would look at the different workouts that they have. All right, we're doing bench press, we're doing raises, we're doing this, we're doing cables, we're doing front, lower, whatever. And then I would just YouTube it. If I don't know how to do it, I would watch the video and then boom. And then right now you got ChatGPT. So right now ChatGPT is a big one too. Hey, ChatGPT, I'm 6'3", 270 pounds. I want you to make me this, this, and that. So it's like people now are everything is widely available. And listening to what you guys are like offering to your clients, and it's awesome. But like people are going to be thinking like, well, why should I do this? Why should I reach out to a coach and have them tell me what to do? Especially within like the Egyptian community, and not a lot of your clients are also Egyptians. So like, why would anybody go that route?
I can respond back with a question. Why haven't you done it so far? If someone has a goal and they, if they come and say, why should I hire a coach when I can do it? Then my question to them, why haven't you done it so far? What's stopping you?
What do you think is stopping them?
Go ahead.
It's the support. It's the accountability.
Yes.
That's what a lot of people don't think of or underestimate. Let's just say underestimate. It's like what?
Underestimate the amount of work it takes, or underestimate what exactly?
Underestimating how they can hold themselves accountable and disciplined, not motivated.
Yes.
I don't care about your motivation. We're talking fitness now. We're all motivated. Let's go hit a workout.
Yeah.
Let's come next week again.
And do it again.
Are you going to be motivated? Or are you going to forget the talk, forget the hype, the good feelings? It's the accountability and the discipline. Some people may have special conditions where they need a coach. Maybe someone coming off of an injury,
right,
with an injury past. Maybe someone...
lack of knowledge. Like a lot of our clients actually who come to us, especially recently, they would be like, I want to learn, how can I come up with my workout plan? And this is my ultimate goal. I want my clients graduate this program knowing how to master their own workouts, their meal plans. They can come back with a special, very specific goal, or can go to any other like coach. I don't care. But I want them to graduate this knowing what exactly happens in the gym. Why did I pair this? Why did Pavle put the superset of a bench row on a full body day or an upper body day? Like, I want them to know the science behind it. We don't sit and discuss on our follow-ups. We don't just like, hey, what did you do? Oh, you didn't do this? Let's put this on the next to do. No, we go into the whys. I want them to be educated. They come to me. I wanna know how I can make my workout. Can you help me with that? I was like, 100%. This is what I really want to teach people. Like, I want you to be eventually independent on your health journey. I want you to be able to actually have your own picture of your workout on Google that someone at some point can look it up and you become their inspiration. I want you to be more of me and Pavle and Samir so you can influence more people.
Yeah.
Because we're very few. People are very like dedicated to their health and how they look at their body and their health and how they take care of it. We're very, very few who consistently do it.
But it doesn't help that we're Egyptians and we eat a lot of fatty food. Like our foods are not healthy. Our foods are very carb heavy, macarona and rice and all that.
I think we turn it into that. We make a lot of like Egyptian. Apparently, the actual Egyptian food, when you look into it, it was not that much semna. It was not that much. We tend to also eat big portions out of being kareem. What's kareem? Generous.
Yeah.
We just like finish your plate. Why did I have to finish my plate when I was 10 years old? Like I was asking
man,
haram and ni'ma. I'm like, I can't, So it's like I would say our Egyptian kitchen is full of healthy stuff. It just the way.
I know. I see the.
No, seriously. I don't know.
It's a good kitchen. You can be healthy.
Yeah.
And taking care of your health while still eating Egyptian food.
Yeah.
It's just, knowing how to eat like the right portions and when to eat and how often and what to look out for, what to not eat as much of,
And this is what you need a coach for. Yeah. You're not going to find, and even AI, I tried it myself. I was like, who's that AI is going to take my spot? Yeah. I actually wrote a question on AI that I once looked up when I was actually exploring this whole journey. Because I used to actually I used to educate before being certified and taking all the exams and stuff. I used to listen to podcasts or YouTube videos while I was driving to my engineering job. It was like 1 hour ride. This is how I learned about the whole fitness world.
Yeah.
So I was like, I start looking up questions and asking AI questions that I would have asked Google then, but since now we have AI, so maybe. And then it wrote me a plan. I was very specific in the plan. It was like 1,600 calories or 1,800 calories plan that has this, and that, and I add up the meals that they put. It was 2,400 calories with the portion they gave me. It was not close to my protein. I was so high in fat. Don't trust everything. Sorry, AI, do a better job.
Yeah.
Like, people think and this is why people come eventually to us frustrated. It did not work out. I did it for 2 months and it did not work out. So.
Actually, this is really important because right now we are in Lent right now. Mm-hmm. So you're supposed to be eating like a certain percentage of your weight in protein, right? If you want to increase muscle mass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what do you eat now for protein? I mean, I know food is gonna be
big time. Big time.
So I know food is gonna be huge. True. Big pie of a big pan of food. But what else can you eat for protein, especially now during this time?
Yeah, there are good stuff in ShopRite. This is where I go to. They have their vegan ground beef. I do a lot with this.
Okay.
I do ratatouille with it, with a bunch of like the vegetable base, the zucchini base, the bell pepper and stuff, salsa, and then I just sprinkle this on top. That's got the protein you need. Just like they sell it in a small bag, so maybe get 5 of them in one meal for 2 people.
Tofu is another good option.
Yeah, tofu.
Tofu.
100%. You can do so much with it. Like you can fry it, air fry, guys. Don't.
Oh no, we have the air fryer here.
Yeah, air fry it just gives it the crisp more than actually like oven, like putting on the oven and stir frying it. I also depend on supplements sometimes when I'm like really in need of those. But yeah, beans, lentils, quinoa, which has the fiber, so it fills you up for longer, and also got the protein. Chia, like depend more on seeds.
Oh, I hate chia seeds.
Really?
Because you put it in the water and it
you
just
don't have to
tastes
put it in
so
water.
weird.
Don't put it in water. Put it coconut water. Wait,
you
coconut.
put it in the water and this whole thing is just like
it gets slow. Yeah, I know. Slowly. I know. Don't drink it. I eat it. I know because his gels, his running gels are made of chia.
No.
Some running gels are made of chia.
You're always running on a full stomach.
Actually, today when I ran today, these are the gels I take.
Yes.
Chia gels.
You take chia gels?
Those are
every day.
Those are
not every during my long runs.
Yeah.
What? So it keeps you full. Is that what it does?
And it gives
it's an
him
energy
cows.
gel. Yeah.
Really?
It gives me cows, and the goal is not really to keep me full. It's more of just to give me the energy.
So it's like a clean pre-workout.
It's not a pre. It's during.
It's during. I take them during. Yeah.
So it's a BCA sort of.
And it has a couple. So when you're running, really it's more of an electrolyte.
Yeah.
Think of it as just an energy gel. So it gives you carbs, sodium, because when you're sweating, you're losing sodium. potassium.
I need this
and
for your
calcium.
muscles movement. Yeah.
So it's more of just to give you the fuel to continue running
Mm-hmm.
before you start bonking out and you start to cramp.
Mm.
Because when we cramp, it's because our potassium is low, sodium is low, you're dehydrated, all of that. So I take gels in addition to like drinking electrolytes and water while I'm running. So.
But yeah, there's so many out there, and this is maybe you need like you can come to a person and ask for an opinion on like, and we get a lot of those on our like stories when we post a meal. And like,
Yeah, I see all the
give me the
questions that
recipes and
yeah.
stuff, and I'm like, sure, I'm happy to do that. This is what I like doing. So
Why don't you guys like do like a YouTube channel or something? Just like post stuff on. I don't know if you have it or not. I don't know if you do.
we don't.
No, we
We've
don't.
been just using Instagram mainly. And
Yeah. No, I've seen your videos.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like people are gonna be interested in that because this is the things that I open up
Mm-hmm.
when I try to find videos on how to do stuff or recipes is huge.
Yeah.
Meal prepping is huge for me because like now what I've been doing is I've been buying these like pre-made salads from like BJ's, really really good. And then, well, during the, outside of Lent, what I usually do is I do like 4 or 5 boiled eggs, 5 strips of bacon, air fry them, cut them all up, put them in the salad, mix it all up, and eat it, and that's my meal, and then I'm all good. But like people, I mean, I would rather have a way for me to know like meal prepping for the rest of the week. Cook on Sunday night, and just have it done for the rest of the week. So you guys gonna be doing anything like that, or at least anything new
So
like
far,
that?
we're practicing this like implicitly with the people who like work with us.
Yeah.
I share with friends if like they're interested. I mean, we're not on top of our game every single week. Let's be realistic. I only share when I'm actually being productive.
Yeah.
This is a surprise. We only share the good stuff. But again, I'm gonna have my day. I'm gonna have my week. Yesterday I went to Pavle. I'm begging you, can we just order out? I'm not gonna be. I can cook today, but for next week. But I'm not gonna be able to cook for us to eat today and for next week.
No, that happens all the
So,
time. That's
yeah.
fine.
So yeah, did we consider it? I think we did. Did we actually? Would you ever do it, Pavle?
I would do it. It's just I would have to allocate the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to quit our jobs. This is full maintenance. Social media. This is a hobby for me.
I know.
All the video editing. I love doing this. Like I'm becoming
I
much
have
more.
zero patience for that.
I'm much.
I can't.
I'm more or less like you.
It
like-
became more of a like it was more like a hobby in the beginning, and then the more I did it, the more I practiced. So I
The
saved
more
time.
better you got at it.
Yeah, and now I can do a video as I'm walking out of the gym, or like I'm cooling down with my workout. I'm making a video while I'm actually stretching. But social media, getting viewers, getting interactions. This is a whole kind of full-time job. I'm not doing this right now with my platforms. I'm good with it where I am now. We're good with where the business is at because of word of mouth and stuff. But this is like maintaining a whole YouTube channel and all the editing and like posting it like at every week, or I don't know, maybe every 2 weeks or something. It's a dedication.
You can outsource it.
Yeah, we actually done that.
Oh.
But
We tried that.
it's successful.
Yeah, it was
We
successful.
liked it, but we have to come up with the content.
Yeah.
and now I feel responsible. And I was like, no, thank you. Now I have a deadline for someone to like who's gonna do the work for me, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, probably did very good with that. I felt like I would rather have my own like kind of freedom to do it, but if you think
it's her hobby, she likes like posting it.
yeah,
I know you hate it because you always get dragged into it.
Like
Go back to Shay. I will never forget this video. Remember the Shay when you guys doing خلاص بقى cookie.
this was a prank, but this was our reality for every single day.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, they were doing a boomerang, and it wasn't done right. So she's pranking him by doing the boomerang like 3,000 times, and he's getting fed up with it.
After the
That was
hundreds,
hilarious. I was dying. That was hilarious. I'm not because he's pissed off. He's like, "خلاص بقى."
and I was pissed off. I wasn't acting it.
I know.
That was good days.
No, people don't really realize the amount of work that goes in behind the scenes. Like you said, like people don't see the good product that you're putting out. You know, people only see the videos that you're putting out, but they don't know how many times you had to record it, how many times the phone fell because you jumped a little bit too hard or whatever, or maybe like it was blurred on the wrong side and you got to redo it again. Like people don't understand what goes into that. Just to show others how to do something. I don't record myself because I know it won't look good, but you know, it's the idea and the dedication that it takes to continue to do this. I think that's pretty good. So don't stop doing it. Just keep doing that. But I think it'd be awesome if you guys like do like a conjoint, like a YouTube channel or something. Do like
in the kitchen.
Yeah, prep with me on Sunday. You know, let's go ahead and do things to do during Lent or things to eat during Lent, like proteins. I would watch that, like, because I'm gonna lose my mind right now because like during Lent, like there's no dairy, there's no meat. There's no nothing. It's just we're eating air at this point. So it's like you need to figure out things to eat to maintain your protein intake and stuff like that, and also have a good workout in the gym. You know, so there's a lot of things that you guys can do, and I know you're already thinking about it. I'm just like spitballing ideas here. You know, I'll take a commission after the show. That's fine. We'll talk privately. We'll talk privately.
Put the show ad at the bottom.
We'll talk offline.
This show brought to you by Pavle and Clara.
We'll talk offline.
Switch today and save 15% off. No, that's really good. You know what it is? Like I think right now, like social media is really, really important because, like I deactivated my Instagram a year and a half ago.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I deactivated my Instagram a year and a half ago because it was not good for me mentally. I feel like people are not really who they are on Instagram. Like you just mentioned, like people would post only the good stuff. You don't see the bad stuff. And especially when it comes down to fitness, you'll see all the guys that or the girls that are posting their physique online, but you don't see what they were before, and you don't see their journey. You don't see what they went through. And they're like, oh, this is what I did to get in perfect shape. And that's not true.
I'm glad that you know that's not true. And not everybody knows that it's not true.
I know that that's not true because I've been working out for a while now, and I do not have that physique. But again, everybody's different. Everybody's happiness is different. Everybody is, your threshold of tolerance varies from one person to another. A person can walk into the gym and do a workout, and it can look so easy for them, and you go try to do the same exact workout, and it's difficult for you. But there's a lot of different variables. There's the form, did you warm up? Did you stretch out? How's your water intake? Like, are you in the right, there's a lot of things that contribute to it. So it's like social media is good, but it's bad, So for me, I think that, the more positive social media that we have, the better, especially when it comes down to fitness. Because right now it's, like I like to watch videos online of people doing workouts because I'd be like, oh, that's what they mean by like, bring your hips back. Or that's what they mean by, angle your shoulder forward when you're doing the lateral raises. Don't put it too much back. There's a lot of things that you can watch online. But I think for me, I think moving forward, I think that, less BS in the videos that people put out, the better. Just make it easier. Like, why can't you just make easier videos?
Just deliver the point.
Just deliver the point. Like, why? Do you know that guy Shredded? That you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, I know.
I hate him.
With the test. Are you talking about like your body shape test?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the one that your body type.
Your body type. Yeah.
I actually decided to finally watch his video
because you took the test.
I took the test, and so after I took the test, he gives you a link, and it's all within Facebook, by the way. You click on the link, and it takes you to a video. It's a 30-minute video.
Yeah, he hadn't changed it.
He hasn't.
This was the same.
Did you watch it too?
8 years ago. This is when I started my journey. Like I was checking out things like that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the 30 minutes, but it took me to that same video apparently.
So he said 3 things that will change your life, right? So I was like, okay, you got me. Let's see these 3 things, right? I'm laying in bed. I'm just sitting there holding my phone like this, and he just keeps talking and talking and talking about like how he did it and people that have been doing it and all this and all that. 25 minutes into the 30 minutes, finally he gets to the 3.
He's getting his view time.
Oh yeah, view time, and then if you order today, it used to be $200, but today only $29.99.
$199.99.
It's insane. I don't know.
Can you even remember the 3 points?
Nope.
that you see.
Nope.
So.
I don't remember because I was so pissed off at that point. I was like, I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like as Egyptians, like we need to be more active because we're not active. Majority of us are not active. Like we don't take care of ourselves mentally.
It was never in our education.
Not even that. It's not in our
raised.
culture.
Yeah.
That's
what I meant. Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
Like
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's missing. It's
he
a
can-
missing piece.
You're
in
gonna
our
fire him
culture.
up now.
It's like, don't say that. You're fine.
Yeah.
But you're not fine.
Or
like
it's gonna
mentally.
It's gonna be malish.
Yeah.
Malish.
Yeah. Malish means it's okay in
yeah.
Arabic for those.
Take action. This is what life is about. Take action. So, yeah, and this is what fitness can. I mean, not fitness. I love say fitness, but like fighting through and like getting out of your comfort zone every single day, doing something that you're not comfortable doing or not very happy in doing. What's gonna teach you to? It's gonna teach you how to do the malish.
Yeah.
How to do the it's okay. How to live that it's okay. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna reset and try again. So, but I agree with you. We also have like Pavle can talk more about this because he experienced it more than me. In our culture and our like people, like they don't. We're all sweet. We love each other so much, but we all want to fit in, and we don't. If we don't fit in, we're not good enough. And the majority is in a spot that it's not moving. This is kind of their comfort. Again, you're in the comfort zone. You're in the like this is where I'm at now. Let me bring all the friends here, and this is So the moment you step out of this zone, like, oh, you're so different now. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you are different. You even think differently, and sometimes you're gonna find yourself not fitting. And this is really something I do talk to my friends and like my clients about, especially the Egyptians. It's gonna be okay when everybody's going to Buffalo Wild Wings, and this is not the day for you to have Buffalo Wild Wings.
We just there today.
I'm not. This happened today, right? This is real life situations. I lived this.
Today. And you guys didn't invite me?
I was just at Buffalo Wild Wings today.
Nothing is wrong with Buffalo Wild Wings, but if this is not what you signed up yourself to, like you made a decision. No offense. I mean, I love Buffalo. I love Buffalo Wild Wings.
She does love Buffalo. Yeah.
I love this place.
Everybody
but we cannot be having this every single or every other day, every other night, or maybe every 2 weeks. Like it's a lot on your body.
So how about this? Why don't you guys give me 3 things, each one of you, for somebody that's looking to get into fitness, or somebody that's trying to get into a better mental state of mind and into a better physical shape, but they're still hesitant and they haven't really started, lack of motivation or whatever. Give me 3 things that they can start out with, baby steps to get them in that. Who wants to go first?
Go with the first point. I'll go with the first one. Cut all sugary drinks.
Cut all sugar. So no soda, no Red Bull, none of these, no Prime, any of these disgusting things.
I prefer not saying no's to people instead of like, what about if we think of this juice instead? Not instead even, like in addition to what you're at. Because by default, if you increase that amount of smoothie, you're by default, instead of every time you open a can of soda at 2 p.m. at your office, something we all did, pretty sure we needed that. We needed that sugar. We needed that sugar rush. Instead, what about if you get that smoothie ready with you, or just, I don't know, some vending machines actually sell those.
Yeah, but vegetables and fruits are expensive.
True. And this brings me to a point that it's very argumentative. And I'm like, for you to be a little bit healthier and to take your body to another level, you're going to have to invest in it and you're going to have to put money in it. I put money into my first workout plan. That was not Pavle. Like, that was like ahead of, like a little bit of ahead. I was a little bit advanced at that point. And this is how I learned how workout plans work. This is how I learned how my body works. This is how I learned how to write a workout plan. So back to the whole point, replace. Like if you're having a habit of like, you always open this can of soda this time, or maybe like 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. This is very common, right? Instead of the soda, have the soda. I don't want you to not have it. Have it ready. But before, I want you to finish 2 cups of water, 1 cup of watermelon, and then an orange with it, and a handful of almonds. If you still in need of the soda, go ahead and have it. Have real food. This was 200, I don't know, like 250 calories full of 40 grams,
like 40
of sugar.
grams of sugar, yeah.
And 0 fiber. That's going to just
Sit
shoot
there.
your sugar, like your blood sugar up to the ceiling. You're going to get hungry in no time. And you're going to be like eating trash. So what about if we actually replace it with real food that your body's going to be grateful for? Believe it or not, you actually might be more alert, more focused, more hydrated until 5. And this is when you're about to go home and you're finally having dinner instead of opening another can of soda or like a can of coffee and on the way home. So but that's a big one. Sugar. Added sugar is not added. Sugar is, in my opinion, it's the white poison. It's the sweet poison that
kills you.
Yeah.
So back to the point about you guys making that show in the kitchen, cutting carbs with Clara.
Oh no!
That's a good one.
Never say that. Carbs.
Cutting
People
carbs
offend
with
me.
Clara.
No, wait. I said soda. You could those fruits and like the watermelon and the orange. Those are full of carbs. This is 80%, 90% carbs, but good carbs.
Good carbs.
The good carbs that you want to have. Yeah, that's another misunderstanding, especially with the different culture. We have a lot of carbs in our
That's what I was talking about earlier. It's all the rice, macaroni, all that stuff.
Those are actually
bread.
complex. Maybe the bread is not like. Go replace some of those with complex carbs. That would be maybe another to do if you want to take your health to a different level. Get rid of the sugar. My number 2 would be mindful of your portions. Do not eat out of so many plates. Like if you start with just making 1 plate, have everything in it. I always have my rule of like half of it green, a quarter of it protein. It all depends, but this is kind of the basics. All depends on everybody's goal. And the other quarter is the fiber, which is like the grains, the rice, quinoa, anything it could be here. So protein and fiber, and then all the greens. If you start with this on every single meal, you're gonna be good to go. Trust me. You're gonna be full for the day, but do it for every single meal. Take the test to the end. Do not judge by a day or 2. And it's going to be tough on the first week, maybe the 2 weeks. Maybe the 3rd week, you're like, oh, okay, now it's making more sense. But yeah, be mindful of your portions would be my number 2.
Okay.
Move.
In any way. Choose your move.
Move. Go get groceries. Carry. Go up
Take
the
the steps.
stairs,
Take the
down.
stairs.
Move. Get your steps in. Just move. Whether you want to go for a walk, you want to go for a jog, you want to go to the gym, you want to go play with your kids. You have kids, go play with them. Move. Just move. Move your body. So I think that's a basic yet hard one to do.
Yeah, but if you start with those, you're gonna get yourself somewhere that you never thought you would. And water. Those are my sugar. Replace it with water and like fiber. Be mindful of your portions. Know what's in your plate. That's it. Don't live the life that like I'm up to whatever it's offered to me. I was like, I say that to my client. I even say to myself, is your body a garbage can? Because you're treating it like a garbage can. Like the garbage can doesn't.
I like that. Like, that's a good one.
Don't live up to that.
Yeah.
Have specific like windows for your meals. Dedicate the time of the eating.
Respect
Make it
yourself.
Holy. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Respect
yourself.
Respect your body. Respect your time. Yeah. Those are the meals time. Me and Pavle, this is when we talk during our work days, between our client calls, between our meetings with our other engineering jobs. When we have a plate on a counter, this is when the phones are off, unless we're watching a clip or something. And this is when we have a discussion. It can be a quality time. I know not everyone has the privilege of working from home and like doing that and having this, but like I know also employees that I work with, they allocate a 30-minute lunch period. This is when they're busy. They cannot have meetings scheduled. They cannot have anyone talk to them. They go grab their lunch and have their lunch walk while they're eating or like right after eating, something like that.
Do you think working from home made it harder to be more active?
I was in the best shape ever when I worked from home. I don't know. It can be different.
It depends on each.
Did you work? Did you work?
I was in the best shape ever in my life when COVID hit.
Okay.
I was the leanest. I was the most mindful of everything. But again, as Pavle said, it depends.
Because like for me, for example, working from home, my commute time, I took that time and this is the time I work out. Legit. It's either I'm working, like I run or I work out in the morning before work, which used to be my commute time, like having breakfast commute time, or I work out or run during lunch.
Now, the other question I wanted to ask was, this is why I didn't want to build a home gym, is because I just didn't want to.
You wanted to leave the house.
I wanted to get out of the house and I wanted to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get to my gym is down the street. So that's what do you think of working out twice a day? Because I was watching another video. I was watching another video, and then they were like, "Oh, like if you want to like you should be doing like 2 workouts a day. So you work out in the morning, you work out at night. So in the morning you'll do like certain muscle groups, and then at night you do certain different muscle groups for the rest of the week. So what do you say to that?
Question I'm going to ask you.
But
Why do you need to do that? What are you going to accomplish?
So the video was titled like how to grow your muscles, how to focus more on your muscles and muscle mass and then growing them in a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I read a lot about fatigue. Actually your muscles are not growing if you overexhaust them.
100%.
They need to rest. That's why they always say like don't do the same muscle group within 72 hours, something like that. Make sure that you rest it so you can recover and then you can focus on something else. And that's why I work out different muscle groups every single day, because leg day is Friday. So legs and glutes on Friday, Thursday, shoulder, biceps and tris on Wednesday, backs Tuesday, chest Monday. So every day is a different. So now people are saying, oh, you should work out two times a day.
I think the rule applies. It's dependent, meaning that if you are a beginner, then it's not a smart idea to work out twice because you're just starting to work out. So you need your body needs the time to recover from your training sessions. Whereas if you're someone who's experienced with like 5+ years of lifting experience, you know what you're doing, you know how your body functions, and maybe now you need to add the extra stress on your body to start to see the results, then maybe, and if your schedule allows, obviously, because working out twice a day, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's at least 4 hours.
If your schedule allows, and you're experienced, and your body can handle the extra stress, then maybe in this case, it's going to help you. But for someone who's just beginning, someone who's just learning, I think they're going to more than likely, or they're going to put themselves in a high chance of getting injured because of the overtraining and the overstress on the body and the fatigue and all that. So,
and if you'd consider that, you're going to also have to consider a lot about your diet.
Yeah.
Like
you have to consume a lot more.
Yeah.
To
and
supplement.
a lot more specific stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, to supplement for that.
Carnivore diet. How do you feel about it?
Absolutely.
I'll let her talk more about it.
And then we'll
I mean,
we'll end it after this.
You're the one who followed a page about this, and
No, I still follow him. I still follow
to
the
get
guy.
himself pissed every time.
Wait, are we talking about the Liver King?
No.
I don't know
Okay.
the name
No,
of
Liver
I
King,
don't know.
he already came out like he was
Oh yeah,
fake.
he's
and all
already
that.
fake.
He was
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Liver King, like this guy who was saying he was eating liver only. I think,
Today we're
or
gonna eat like
raw
yeah,
liver.
it's raw food
Yeah.
and his chef
seen
makes
that.
these like raw.
Yeah, and then they found out he's fake.
Yeah.
He's fake.
Well, he's
Yeah.
not fake, but
Like
like he's steroid intake up the wazoo. Like
God.
yeah.
Bad now, yeah. So yeah, I'm totally 100% against every single restrictive diet, no matter what is it like.
Unless you have like unless you
Oh.
have health.
condition,
Condition.
100%.
Yeah.
But go back to the basics.
Yeah.
When God created Adam and Eve, He literally told them eat of everything except one tree.
Yeah.
Like,
The apple tree.
Yeah, but
Yet we eat.
the woman didn't
But we
listen,
eat
bro.
okay. But again, we are created. Oh my God, I'm feeling like minority here. I'm the only woman in the room. I just realized. Verena, come help. But yeah, so why would I change? Why would I make an imbalance in something that it just like ABC, we're allowed to eat.
Well, I didn't
all
say
of
it
this.
was permanent change
Okay.
in diet. I just said, like, I was watching a Joe Rogan one time talking about it. He's just doing a carnivore diet for a month.
Uh-huh.
And the impact it had on him mentally, physically, and all that, like, it was just tremendous.
Good? In a good way?
In a good way, positive way. He thinks more clear. I mean, again, I don't take a lot of what people say on podcasts or show worth a grain of salt, because
Right.
I don't know if they're saying the truth or not. But there are studies that have been coming out saying that carnivore diets are good for you, that, you get an increase in iron and all
100%.
that.
Because
And protein.
we are all deficient in iron to some
Oh, yeah,
extent.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Almost, yeah.
So let me follow up with this.
Yeah.
So he's been following it for a month. Do you
Yeah.
think he's going to follow it for a
Is it
lifetime?
sustainable?
Oh, I don't think so. No.
So
I'm
now-
not saying permanently.
The next thing, he's going to need to learn how to eat balanced, like how to eat balanced, how to have a balanced,
Proportionally.
how to have a balanced diet.
Yeah.
Let's call it balanced diet after he finishes his carnivore diet. So maybe it might be a helpful tool temporarily.
Yeah.
And that's what people may not realize. That maybe a vegetarian diet might help someone. It might help you lose weight. Fine. Keto. It might help you lose weight. Fine. Okay. But then are you going to continue eating like this forever?
It's impossible.
No. You're going to go back to eating the way you used to
Yes.
eat. So what do you need to learn? Do you need to eat a fish or learn how to fish? You need to learn how to eat balanced food so you can live healthy for a lifetime.
It's like teach a man how to fish, you'll live forever or something like that.
Something like, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, is it better to just give you a fish, feed you for a day, or teach you how to fish. and feed you for a lifetime?
Yeah, that's
and
the
this,
one.
This is literally what we do with us. Like,
Yeah.
learn how you can live this and do it every day without being stressed and making it a norm. And you can
And without
teach it-
complicating it.
and you teach it 100%.
Yeah.
We're doing this to actually you can use the small ingredients that you already have in your kitchen to actually come up with a healthier version of what you just made yesterday. It's the same
Yeah.
exact meal. When I start with my client, I was like, where are you at with eating? And we're never going to change anything with what you're eating. This is someone from like coming fresh.
Yeah.
They know nothing. They're not anywhere in their journey. And we're going to be taking what you're eating just in a little bit of a cleaner version.
Yeah.
That means every single ingredient they already had in their meals and makings are health. They're fine. They're clean as is. It's the way we put them together
Yeah.
and we just eat them. So, yeah, back to the point of the carnivore. And again, very restrictive diet unless it's like for health reasons and it's recommended by a doctor or like a dietitian. Or
Yeah, always
nutritionist.
follow your doctor, whatever they tell you.
100%. Not your nutritionist. Like your doctor.
Nutritionist.
Yeah, your doctor's not going to tell you what to eat and what not to eat. They
Yeah,
might give
yeah.
you like supplements. They might give you a medication. But listen to what nutritionists will say. Like someone who can read your blood work can be able to translate this into what to eat, what not to eat, what to
Is
stay
that
away
something
from.
that maybe you guys can also work with in the
do.
future?
No, we do.
Oh, nice.
We already do. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I'm a nutrition coach, and
Oh.
I do ask if my clients had recent blood work done, I do ask them to share them with me. And if they haven't in so long, I ask them to actually go to a doctor and get this. This is all covered by insurance in Jersey here. So
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a nutrition coach already. Why are you gonna say that?
yeah. So
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, back to your question again.
Yes.
Do not make it. You said it. Do not make it complicated for people. We
Simplify
make
it.
Simplify it. It's what's in your kitchen. We're just gonna play with it a little. We're gonna learn new techniques.
Yeah.
That's it.
Last word of advice to anybody that wants to get into this, into the fitness world.
Start now. Don't wait for too long.
Okay.
You're much worth than waiting at this point.
Okay.
Do something. Take act.
Very good.
Be a 1% better person every day.
I like that.
So, yeah.
Where can anybody find you guys on social media?
We're both on Instagram. My Instagram handle is at coach_Clara.Besenti.
And my Instagram handle is at Pavle, Pavle .Ayoub, AYOUB.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming
Thank
on.
you.
It was super
Of
awesome.
course.
And we'll be following your journey.
Thank you for
throughout.
having us.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me. Thank you.
All right.
This was a pleasure.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.